If you're like most people, stress is a big factor in your life. Over 75% of Americans feel that stress is a significant part of their lives. It's one thing to be under stress, but now we know that stress can have a huge impact on our health. So if we're going to avoid stress-related illness, let's deep dive into some ways to deal with stress. So first, before we start employing the latest and greatest stress management techniques, let's look at the cause or causes of stress. And here's why. Identifying your stressors can help you to deal with stress in several ways. One, just understanding the cause. By identifying the specific things that are causing your stress, you can better understand why you're feeling stressed and begin to develop strategies to address the underlying issues. Stressors can be good, like planning for the big wedding or vacation, but that can still get overwhelming. It can be hard things like financial troubles, bad relationships, or work-related issues. But identifying the stress is the first step in making a difference. Next is prioritizing. Once you've identified your stressors, you can prioritize them and focus on the most pressing or significant issues first. And the first thing to do, if you can, is to do number 3, which is elimination. Identifying your stressors can help you eliminate or minimize exposures to certain stressors, such as like avoiding people or situations that cause you stress. If you come home and talking to the next door neighbor causes you stress, then I don't know, maybe you can rush in and avoid that conversation if you can. Or if the job is causing stress and you're able to make a change in positions or career paths, then take that step. Next is planning. Identifying your stressors will enable you to plan ahead or minimize exposure to certain stressors or prepare better to manage them when they happen. If you know that when you're in a certain situation it'll be stressful, then you can just start making plans about what you'll do about it when it happens. If at the end of the month money gets hard, maybe planning what happens during the month so that you're not as stressed at the end. Next is coping. Knowing your stressors allows you to develop specific coping mechanisms that are tailored to your unique needs. No one has the exact same coping mechanisms as the other. So think about what works best for you and when you're under the specific stressful situation, and then plan to use the coping skill that works best for you. Now, some stressors are avoidable, and that's okay. Identifying them can help you be aware of them and plan to deal for them as best as possible. And look out for next week's video that's going to talk about healthy ways to deal with the stress. Today, we learned about how identifying your stressors can make a difference. Tomorrow we're going to learn about, or next time we're going to learn about different things that we can do to help us to deal with stress better. I'm Dr. Emil Tompkins. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.